everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with a two-page Tuesday layout for you. This is a photo arrangement I'm going to do, and it's based on a layout or based on some photos of us and a zoo visit. And so I kind of have an idea of how I want the photos arranged there, and then I'm going to use two different pages of paper as the background here. At least that's what I think I'm going to do. So that aqua paper that I have there is from American Crafts hashtag summer. It's a hashtag sunny day paper, which is from 2013. And I know I'm not going to, I don't have a full sheet, so I want some of that to appear, some of that paper to appear. And sorry about that, guys, but had to get that all lined up. Anyway, so I know I'm not going to be able to extend it all the way to the side, so the photos will cover it. So I'm just trying to decide how far. And then I do want some to show beyond those two square photos there. How I'm going to arrange the square photos, whether I'm going to leave space at the bottom or not, I'm not sure. That'll kind of depend on what I decide to do on the right side as well. So I go ahead and I glue it down here and leave just a little bit of space, but then realized there's so little of that burlap paper showing that I decide to cut it so that I can have some burlap paper on the right side. So this is crazy, but it's going to work. Okay, so I have that down, and I'll show you how I'm going to solve this. So what I do is I go grab a piece of cardstock that I am less likely to use, and I don't use a ton of my cardstock. I do in more common colors like black, white, my navy, and craft. I'll use that. So that's what I did, and this worked out. See, there's the other piece of the burlap, and I'll just put it there. And that paper is the American Crafts Mayberry paper. It's the Lemonade Street paper from 2012. That is still one of my all-time favorite collections, and I think that's one of my last few pieces of it left. I probably bought this collection, that Mayberry collection, 3 or 4 times. If I ever saw the paper, I would just buy it if I could get a hold of it because I loved it so much. And one of the scrapbook stores near me, which is no longer in existence, carried it for a long time. At least they had pieces of it. Okay, so now that I have that settled and I really love the way it looked, I did think about maybe putting a little something to hide the join between the two papers on both sides, and then I decided just to leave it. It wasn't such a big deal. So I am going to leave some space at the bottom of this layout. I liked being able to see the blue paper part way. So then I just moved the page over so I could get it so that the left side would line up. And then you get a continuous line of sight across the papers, even though they're not the same size. At least there's some sort of elements that's the same. Now I'm looking at using these die cuts. These are from the Amy Tangerine Hustle and Heart collection. That's where the tiger and the journaling spot and that all appear. And that journaling spot was really disappearing, so I decided to toy with something else here. These are from the Bella Boulevard Oh My Stars gift tags. They were a little bit white though, and I was seeing those and not the photos. So then I found that tag, which is also from the Oh My Stars gift tags, and I really liked that. It blended into the background a little bit more, or worked better with the background. And I know it would still be legible to read it. And I did find a second one, so I'm toying with maybe using that on the right side of the pages as well. And then I grabbed those black and white. Those are pieces from the tags too. So just trying to see if this is going to work. And I like the idea of the banners, but not once I put them on. Thought about staining the tiger on top. It just didn't seem to work. Thought about these circles because I did pull some of those as well to maybe be grounding elements for some embellishing. Didn't care for those. Okay. Just again trying to decide. I'm just looking for anything that I think will work. And then I decided I should really play off the orange in that tiger because it is such a bright orange. And so I'm looking through the Bella Boulevard Oh My Stars tabbies, which are the little tabs in those kinds of things. And I find that round tab. Decide I'll put the camera up on some foam tape. That'll help set it off from the background a little bit more, and I can put the little round tabby underneath it. And then I'm just going to cut these in half just because I'm not doing it on both sides of a paper. So when I do that, I cut them in half. And I was thinking about using the longer one, but I actually like the smaller one better. I think the longer one it's the same almost width as that tiger, and it just it made itself too important for that reason. So I like just a little bit of the tab there. And then I have Chamel's hashtag sticker book out here, kind of looking at maybe doing something with that. And now I'm just adding the tiger onto foam tape as well too. Adding that in. Now I'm going to look through the book, and I quickly realized, there's really not orange in this book. And then I looked at this. This is the Dear Lizzie hashtag sticker book, and there is orange, but it's more red orange than the yellow orange that the tiger and these tabs are. So I put that away, and I just added that round tab there, which I don't really love, but trying to figure out what to do here. And then I'm going through my Elf Studio puffy stickers, and I find this the summer puffy stickers here, which are from 2019. So they're just last year, and there's this one sticker that says sunny days, and I'm like, oh, now that I could use over in this cluster over here, kind of tuck it in, and then it gives more presence to the round orange circles, and I like that much better. So then I grabbed these puffy stars from Freckled Fawn. They're the puffy star stickers. These are from 2017, and I have used very few, if any, of these prior to this. So I was really pleased to get some of these on my layout. They're kind of wonky shaped stars, and what I do, I'm just adding orange and teal depending on where I think it could use one or the other cluster, so that I don't get like at the top of the tag to the left there's an orange star because that's a teal tag. On top of the tab on the right page, that's a teal star because the tab is orange. And then added back to the round pieces where that sunny days is, that one's teal. And then I did add a couple of stars to the tag, and ended up around the two tags I have 3 stars. So not necessarily in the same arrangement both sides, but they're there. Then I doubled up the twine here, so it's a little bit more of a presence. That's from the Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby. I got a giant package of different colors of twine, and I know the edges of this are a little hard to pick up on because the paper is the same color as my mat. Okay, now I know I want to put my title up above the 2 photos of my grandsons coming out of the slide, and I'm thinking orange would be good because that would be really bright. And I thought of that Jelly Bean Soup alphabet right away. It's the perfect color, but there are not enough letters of anything left to make the kind of title that I want to. So then I remembered these Simple Stories had orange, but this is a very red orange here. And it's just not going to look right. If I hadn't found the solution I found, I probably would have done something else. I love these Bella Boulevard chipboard letters, but when I looked at it, I was going to use like the word zoo, like large, but there was only 1 O left. Now I could have done something else. But then I went to my letter stickers, and I found a couple of options here. Turns out these KI Memories cookie cutter letters in the Envy color are perfect for this. And I decided maybe I should put these on a piece of wax paper, just because I'm not sure if the spacing is going to work out here. So there you go, like it's kind of extending over. When I actually apply these, I snuggle them up really close so that really the word monkey is basically sitting on there and the S isn't on top of the photo like it would have to be, because I want it to be monkeys. So I couldn't decide if I should make my title Monkeys Visiting the Monkeys or Monkeys Visiting the Zoo, something like that. In the end, I end up doing Visiting the Monkeys, and I'm going to have to MacGyver an extra I out of the J, but that won't be a big deal. That's an easy one. Okay, I'm going to just put these back because these don't stick very well. What I did is I brayered down my letter stickers at the end, and that's a tip from Rachel, and that really helps them sit into the paper. Those tile letter stickers there are from Bella Boulevard Sophisticate. It's a yellow high five alphabet. Hope you guys are all well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye.